everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's me Chinta Radhika, and in this video, you know what are we going to learn? We are going to be learning a very important chapter, and you know what, it's really very interesting too. So chapter's name is Air Around Us. What's the chapter's name? It's Air Around Us. It's a chapter of class 6th science. So this chapter is really very interesting. So what are we going to learn in this chapter? From the chapter's name only we can easily see that air. We're going to learn about air. So what is air? Do you know? No worries. Why am I here to tell you what I am doing? What am I doing over here with you all? Just to explain you all this. So what are we going to learn in this chapter? We'll be learning air. What is air? Then we'll be learning about atmosphere, as it is a subtopic. What's a subtopic? Air is a main topic, and the other topics which are there in this chapter are known as subtopics. So we'll be learning about air, then the atmosphere. What is atmosphere? The different layers of atmosphere. What are the different layers of atmosphere? Then we'll learn about air and wind, and we'll see what is the difference between air and wind, right? Then we'll see the uses of air, how air is useful in our life, how we can use air. Then at last the properties of air, that what are the properties of air. Okay, so we'll learn all these topics in our this chapter, Air Around Us. So what are we going to know in this video? So I'll be telling you that what is air, what is atmosphere, and the divided 5 layers of atmosphere. So let's get started. So first of all, what is air? See, air is nothing but it's an invisible gaseous medium all around us, which is mainly consisting of oxygen and nitrogen. See, not only oxygen and nitrogen, there are many other gases. Simply air is what? It's a mixture of gases. It's a mixture of different kinds of gases, just like argon, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, water vapor, and there are many gases like this. So what is air? It's just simply a mixture of gases. Okay, so we got to know what is air, but now what is atmosphere? See, atmosphere is a really very simple topic. Atmosphere is a thin blanket. It's a thin blanket which is surrounding our earth from all the sides. So from all the sides, the atmosphere is surrounding our earth. Now see, atmosphere is also divided into 5 layers. What are these 5 layers? So these 5 layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Don't worry, these names only seem to be difficult, but they're really very easy, and I'm going to explain them to you all. So first one is troposphere. So what is troposphere? See, troposphere is the first layer of atmosphere, the first layer in which we are, like I'm right here over now, I'm breathing, I'm in troposphere only. So it's the first layer of atmosphere. Then what is troposphere? The first layer of atmosphere. Then when we'll see the other layers like stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere, these all layers are increasing in altitude, right? So first of all, troposphere is the first layer, stratosphere the second layer, mesosphere the third layer, thermosphere fourth, and exosphere is the 5th layer. So let's see about troposphere. So troposphere, first layer, and you know what? It's the nearest to our surface of the earth. It's the nearest to the surface of our earth. Where am I? I'm in the troposphere itself. It's so near to our surface, right? So I'm in the troposphere. It's the nearest layer. Then it is itself is having 75% of atmosphere. Only troposphere is having, and troposphere is only responsible for the weather conditions. The weather conditions which are occurring in on the surface of the earth, it's all because of the troposphere only. Rain, so hot, so sunny, and the monsoon time and autumn, spring. So all the weather conditions are happening because of the troposphere, because of the layer, which is the first layer, which is troposphere. Okay, so let's move to the stratosphere. What is a stratosphere? The second layer of the earth, and stratosphere is having, what is having, you know, Let me tell you. So stratosphere is having clouds, aeroplanes. Whoa, it's having clouds, it's having aeroplanes. And you know what? Troposphere is the layer just above the stratosphere. So sorry, stratosphere is the layer just above the troposphere, and it is having aeroplanes in this layer. Only the aeroplanes fly, and it's having some clouds also. So, and this stratosphere only, there's very interesting thing about it. You know what is it? It's that stratosphere only is containing what? It's containing one more layer. You know the layer's name? It's the ozone layer. Oh yes, the ozone layer. Ozone layer saves us. It protects us from the harmful rays of the sun. From the harmful rays of the sun, we get protected just because of the ozone layer which is present in our stratosphere. So let's now move on to the mesosphere. So what is mesosphere? It's the third layer. It's the third layer, and it's one of the most coldest layer. Yes, one of the most coldest layer in our atmosphere is the mesosphere. It extends to a good height of 80 kilometers above our Earth's surface. It's having quite good height. It's a lot in altitude. Now let's move on to the thermosphere. It's the fourth layer, but mesosphere was the coldest layer, right? But thermosphere is from the name only we can see thermosphere. So thermosphere is the hottest. So in all the layers of our atmosphere. You know what? The space shuttles and the space shuttles are going into the thermosphere only. It will go into the thermosphere, and from there atmosphere is in the thermosphere. See, 99.9% oxygen. No, yeah. I got confused. Oh no. Let me tell you. See, about 99.9% of the atmosphere is lying below the thermosphere. Now finally I got it right. So 99.9% of the atmosphere is lying below the thermosphere. Then what would be in the exosphere? Now you only think. Exosphere, as it's the last layer of our Earth's atmosphere. So exosphere is the last layer, and you know what? There's something really very special. Just like all the other layers, it's really very special. It goes in the, what does it mean? Space. So exosphere, the last layer of which is exosphere, is open in the space. And why? Because over there the air molecules just get separated because there's no gravity force over there. The gravity of the earth reaches this much, so little over there. So because of that, all the air molecules are just spreading over all the space. So that's why exosphere is having no gravity. Okay, so it begins from 480 kilometers above the Earth's surface. 480 kilometers above the Earth's surface. I'm standing on the Earth's surface, and above 480 kilometers, you only think so much height. So this was all about the 5 layers of atmosphere. And you know what? All these layers, why they are divided into 5 different layers? Just because of the altitude, just because of the height. Altitude is what? It's just simply height, no. So the most, as troposphere is nearest to our Earth, it's the first one, and as the altitude increases, we are having 5 different layers. So friends, I hope so you like the video, and this video would be a lot more interesting and informative for all of you. So in this video, what do we got to know? We learn about air, what is air, about atmosphere, what is atmosphere. We got to know about the definition of atmosphere and air. We got to know about the 5 different layers of atmosphere. What are these layers? These layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. You can see over here, it's just short form for learning all of that. So in the next video, what are we going to learn? I'm not telling it now. In the next video lecture, you have to see the next video for that. So in the next video, we'll be learning the difference between air and wind. What is air and wind? The difference between air and wind, and some uses of air in our life. How air is useful in our life. And after that video, we'll be learning about the properties of air also. So if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.